picking that up. P-Murda here. Hey guys, what's up? Today going to be reviewing the game Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Let's play some Tetris, motherfucker.
So as you guys can tell by now, we're reviewing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It's pretty much your basic Assassin's Creed game minus the addition of multiplayer, but I'm going to get into that in a minute. Story mode, it's essentially, like I said, same thing as the other Assassin's Creeds, except they added a cool little feature here, like on the other ones where you came back to the present time or whatever, but you didn't really get a chance to do much. Here you come back to the present time and you actually get to do a little bit more. Sadly, this one does have the little I win skill, I guess you could call it, where once you learn it, you can pretty much not die when you're in melee combat with somebody because you can just parry somehow, and being surrounded by 10 people, you can parry and fucking stab somebody in the face, something like that. I don't know. The good parts of the game, definitely the multiplayer. It's by far one of the best multiplayer experiences I've actually encountered on any game, because it really does require you to be, it's nothing like first person shooters where it's first person on the map to get to the good guns or whatever wins. Everybody has the same abilities. You get to customize your character, it's kind of like Modern Warfare 2, but not really, because it's not guns, although you can get a gun in multiplayer, hint hint. If you want, guns kind of fun, but you get the minimum amount of points for it. The basis for the multiplayer though, I'm emphasizing on the multiplayer because that's the best part of the game, I think. Multiplayer, it's really weird. You can do like Team Slayer kind of, not, although it's not really slaying. Pretty much there's a couple different multiplayer modes. One of them is Wanted, which the higher up on the leaderboards you are, i.e. if you're number one, you're always getting chased by at least 3 people, which is kind of fun because not only do you get to learn or, I guess, hone your assassin skills, but then you have to learn how to avoid being killed by other people, because if you're still in first after you get killed, guess what? You still got 3 people after you. Some people are good at it, some people suck at it. The one thing that bothers me about the entire multiplayer experience are the people with absolutely no fucking skill, to where you're walking around the map or whatever, blending in completely, and all they do is run around, break profile or whatever, and you can notice them from a mile away, and they just run up on you and fucking jump on you and fucking kill you and get the least amount of points for it, when it requires absolutely no skill at all to do that. It's called Assassin's Creed, not run around and be a dipshit Creed. We're going to get into the bad things of the game. Like I said before, when you play the story mode, you get the I win button pretty much early on. The whole parry thing, I wish they would kind of take that out to make the game more challenging, so to speak. Another thing I can't stand, although this isn't just for this game, this is just any game in general, I would just feel like ranting here. If the game is rated T or M, I don't want to hear a 10-year-old playing the fucking game. Like, seriously, I don't want to hear 10-year-olds with the open mic complaining when you kill them, etc., etc. I mean, I know I'm probably going to get some people commenting on this about, well, if their parents will buy the game for them, their parents shouldn't buy the game for them. There are ratings on video games for a reason. But anyway, I digress from that point. Back to the video game. I mentioned the whole parry thing. I mentioned the dipshits running around with like chickens with their heads cut off. Another thing I don't like is the counter windows, I guess, for online. When somebody goes to kill you, you can actually counter it if you can counter it at the right time, you can prevent them from killing you, and you can stun them, and then they're not chasing you anymore, which is pretty cool. You literally have like less than a quarter of a second to react and push the button, and half the time it doesn't even work. Or another thing that pisses me off is I go to kill somebody and they stun me even though I blended in perfectly. But as you can see, I'm pretty good at the game. But I guess some people are better. Oddly enough, people are better at the game than me. Who knows? But I mean, as a rating, I'd probably give this game like an 8.5 to 8.75 out of 10 because it's pretty epic, but at the same time, it could use with some improvements. If there's a game that you want to buy, or you're thinking about buying but you don't want to buy it, send me a message on YouTube or post a comment on YouTube, and I'll go out of my way to go ahead and give you at least a short review for it to let you know how it is and everything else. And then that way, maybe I can save you the $60 buying it, or maybe I can convince you to spend the $10 renting it at Blockbuster if there is one. I know it's like a dying breed. It's like albinos right now.